Let's meet the visiting team.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Russell against Morris. Passes it to Gobert. Bucket is good.
This is where size matters. No one's stopping Gobert on that shot.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
And there's George. That's good on the assist from Jackson.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Edwards kicks to Russell. Back to Edwards. The kick out to Towns. There's the pass to McDaniels. He feeds it to Gobert. The Clippers grab the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Morris with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Here's Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
Now, here is Russell. Inside. Stolen by Jackson. Left side, George. There's the feed to Leonard.
Come get it, come get it.
Gobert against Zubac. Here's Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
So many tools in the bag for Kawhi. Foul line down. He's very hard to stop.
Edwards inside. Defended by George. Towns against Morris. Towns dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
Out to Morris. Here's the three. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Edwards. And finished off by Gobert.
This is why Gobert shoots a high percentage. He understands how to carve out room inside and finish.
Here's Jackson. Outside, George. Pass to Zubac. Outside for Jackson. Leonard, the pass to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 3. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Here is Edwards. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Towns. Puts the move on. Doesn't go that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Morris kicks to Leonard. Back to Morris. Outside, George. Stolen by McDaniels. To the inside. Here's Towns. He can't get that one. Excellent D there from George. Clippers leading by 4. Pass to Zubats. George with the ball. Working on McDaniels.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
George against Edwards. He kicks it to Gobert, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubats.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Passes it to George. Got it up. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Jackson dishes to Leonard. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down. Timberwolves trail by 3. Edwards passes to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force, and Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Feeds it to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
This is his first free throw of the game.
What an outstanding defender. Gobert's combination, in my opinion, of size and length is tough to match up against.
Morris outside. And the 3 off target.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Russell with a wide open look. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
It's Edwards on the wing. And finished off by McDaniel.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And the basket by Gobert. Now it's a 4-point Minnesota lead.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's George. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Russell passes to Towns. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. And the dunk by Towns.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the beat.
Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Out to Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Edwards got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Here's Towns, and And Towns throws it down.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Here's George. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Edwards. Nice move, and it's good on the layup. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. And here's Morris for 3. No good on that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Russell passes to Gobert. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
When Gobert gets in deep, that's often your best option, is to wrap him up and send him to the line.
And Gobert drops them both. Clippers trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
George dishes to Leonard. Back to George. Clock at 6. Outside for Jackson. Will it go? That ball, nice speed that time from George.
Keeping his composure, even with the clock running down to 0. Jackson barely beats it.
Russell inside. Jackson on him. Towns down low. Guarded by Jackson. There's Russell with the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Russell's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Timberwolves. And here's George for 3. Here's Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Russell kicks to McDaniels. Here's Gobert, and that does it for the first half of play. Timberwolves lead by 12. And thank you, David. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
This is why you prepare. Get ready for the opportunity if it comes your way, because you may be asked to deliver.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Torian Prince. And it's Noel in at the 2-guard spot. McLaughlin, the pass to Prince from downtown. Wall grabs the board. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Kicks it out to Covington. The dish to Batum. Covington against Anderson. Covington passes to Batum. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Anderson's shot is off.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Wall.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
They get the rebound. Here's Anderson. Tries again, and he sinks the layup. Anderson's got his first points in this one.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
There's 2 things they rely on him for: being competitive and bringing energy.
Kicks it out to Covington. Here's man, guarded by Prince. Reed with the block. Wall with the steal. Prince against Covington. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Tremendous awareness from Nicholas. The wily vet finding some points.
Here's McLaughlin. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Mann. Here's Powell. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Inside, Norman Powell relies on his agility, allowing him to navigate the paint.
Timeout call, first of the game for Minnesota. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard at his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor.
Clippers trail by 11. Stolen by Anderson. Here we go, all alone. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Minnesota, they had gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes.
Left side, Wall.
2 minutes.
Kicks it to Batum. No good there. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Reed. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Back to Powell. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Covington. Over Anderson. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Timberwolves leading by 15. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. 13.
1:09 left to play in the third. Here's McLaughlin. Covered by Wall. Reed the pass to Anderson. Kicks it out to Prince. No good on the 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Covington. Shot to stop the run. That one falls.
Inside, Robert doesn't hold back. He does whatever it takes to get his shot off.
Here's McLaughlin. Covered by Wall. Deep 2 from Anderson. Here's Noel. Back to Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Reed. Kicks it out to Prince. Fires the 3. Kept alive. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And so it's Minnesota. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in its small forward. That's a 2 from Towns. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Russell kicks to Towns. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Yeah, that's a pass he's got to catch. Maybe just starting to relax a little too much with that lead.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. 15-point game. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Outside Leonard. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
That one is on Towns.
Strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi showing it all right there.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
George looking around. Dishes to Morris. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
On to the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves leading by 15. Right side Russell. It's good.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Jackson with it. Working on McDaniels. The inside shot. And there's Paul George on the assist by Jackson.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
Russell inside. Jackson on him. Here's Edwards. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Out to Morris. Outside, George. Back to Morris. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And it's George missing. The Timberwolves have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. McDaniels finds Gobert. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Russell the open look. Offensive rebound. To the right side. Outside Edwards. Lets the 3 fly over George. Russell inside. Covered by Morris. Edwards passes to Russell. From the arc. Kept alive, Minnesota. And the pass to McDaniels. And another shot. And the shot is long. Clippers trail by 17. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kicks it out to Leonard. On the wing, George. Back to Leonard. From outside the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Timberwolves.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Rudy Gobert.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight. Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
He feeds it to Leonard. From 17 feet out, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Now the Timberwolves with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. There's Russell with the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jackson finds Leonard. And here is Morris. And Morris throws it down.
It's no secret that Kawhi has focused on improving his passing. Great look there.
And here's Edwards. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
Morris against Jackson. Outside Morant. Inside. Back to Bain. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot. From deep. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bain. Now Los Angeles with it.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And stolen by Leonard. And here they come. Here's Morris. Brooks with the rebound. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon. And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And he drops him first.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to George. Back to Leonard. There's the triple. That shot, no good. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Morant, the pass to Bain. Morant against Jackson. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Now here's Jackson. George left side. Morris outside. Back to George. Just 4 to shoot from the arc. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
A fantastic three-point shooter. All George needs is a little airspace, and he's golden.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
And the basket by Bain.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
Up top, Jackson, pounded by Morant. Leonard on the wing. Back to Jackson. Down low. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
The hands of Kawhi are huge, and they help him palm the ball. Slam it with ease.
Pass to Jackson. Outside Bain. Back to Jackson. Bain, the pass to Jackson. Over Morris. Jackson can't get it to go.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
George finds Zubac. Kicks it to George. Puts the move on. And the layup is up and in. George has got 7 points.
He can do damage from just about anywhere on the floor. When you let George get position inside like that, he's guaranteed to finish.
Now here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers.
Resourceful play by Leonard, finding himself a look for mid-range and sinking it.
Timeout called. Memphis. Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Bane. Here's Morant going inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Defenses have tried to figure out a way to stop Morant's drive, but his agility and strength ensures that he's always going to get a shot.
24 seconds left in the first quarter. George passes to Jackson. Back to George. Launches it. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant with it. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Clippers on top, up by 5. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers. So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. The 3 from Bane. The rebound by Jackson. The Clippers in the lead. Here's George. Pass to Leonard. Bane against George. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Morant against George. Jackson, the pass to Brooks. Back to Jackson. Now here's Bane. From downtown, they grab their own miss. Pass to Brooks. Another shot. Here's the 3. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation point. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
You talk about the D Morant has to face, yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
Jackson finds George. Tries again. And Zubats with the lay-in. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
The Grizzlies have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Outside Bane. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And they get it back. Brooks outside. And here's Morant outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
Here's Leonard. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Pass to Brooks. Outside Bane. From behind the arc. Knocks down the long J. Bane's got 6.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
George passes to Zubats. And there's a 3-second violation. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
For Memphis, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here.
2 minutes.
On the wing, Bain. George defending.
2 minutes.
Brooks drives in over Leonard. Kicks it out to Jackson. With the crossover. Back to Brooks. From deep. And again, it's Memphis with a 3. Well, there's so much worldwide talent in basketball right now. Teams have scouts in every corner of the globe, RJ.
Yeah, you have so much talent around this league, and you only have to go back a few years when you had every single postseason award was won by an international player. You had Pascal Siakam, Rudy Gobert, Giannis, and Luka Doncic when you talk about Rookie of the Year. So it was so much talent overseas, and it's all starting to come to the best league in the world.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
George against Bain. Here's Zubac. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And he makes the first. So hits one and misses one at the line. And the Grizzlies shooting only 36% during the second. And here's Morant outside. Sinks the tray. Morant's got 13 now.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
George passes to Leonard. Jackson outside. The kick out to Morris. Pass to Leonard. And here's George. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. .20 seconds left in the second. Up top, Morant, defended by Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Off the mark there with a 3. Up top, Jackson. Ja Morant, he's feeling it. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington, and it's Man in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And stolen by Clark. Williams finds Clark. Williams in the post, covered by Covington. And the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Conchar. The kick out to Williams. Offline with a 3. The Clippers trail. Covington with it. Guarded now by Williams. And Covington, here we go. Batum outside. Wing shot on the way. Clark grabs the board. And Memphis shooting around 35% from the field so far. And there's the drive. Jones, his shot is good.
And it's no surprise they want to get him the ball to start this half.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting 56% today. Pass to Wall. Poke loose. Back to Man. 5 to shoot. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Clark. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Williams passes to Clark. Clark with a screen on Powell. Here's Conchar. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Here's Mann. Green covering. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul. First team foul.
That free throw no good.
To the strike, Terrence Mann. Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw no good. Memphis leading. Clark outside. Outside, Green. No good on the triple. Now Powell. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Outside Covington. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A long, strong forward. Covington shows the ability to finish inside.
Jones against Wall. Pass to Conchar. Here's Williams. Banked it in off the glass.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Outside Wall. Powell outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
It's Covington on the wing. And stolen by Clark. Here's Conchar. No good on the 3.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
On the wing man. Batum in the post. Working on Clark. And it's Powell off the drive. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Back to Jones. Pass to Conchar. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3. And it's a 7-point Grizzly lead.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Powell finds Wall. Outside Covington. Powell outside. Pass to Wall. Wall drawing the double. And stolen by Williams. Green for 3. He's off on that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And it's Batum penetrating. Wall with it. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to Mann. Outside Covington. Shot clock at 6. Wall, the pass to Powell. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now here's Jones. On the wing, Conchar. The kick out to Williams. Let's go with a 3. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. A tremendous. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The Grizzlies shooting 36% for the game. Not great. On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. Up top, Morant, defended by Jackson. George against Bain. Clock at 6. Jackson outside. Over Morris. Jackson can't get it to go. Morris against Jackson. Jackson outside. Stolen by Jackson. Adams with the ball. Guarded now by George. Here's Bain. And he throws it down with one hand.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
George, no good. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Morant outside for Brooks. There's Jackson with the three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Brooks finds Adams. The three from Bain. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Leonard outside. Jackson left side. Pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Zubac. Jackson outside. It's George on the wing. Fires for 3. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
Just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Pass to George. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to George. Leonard outside. Pass to Morris. Brooks against Leonard. Back to Morris. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And here's Morant. On the wing, Brooks. Outside Bain. The three. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Zubac's shot is off. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Brooks outside. And stolen by Leonard. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
First team.
1:14 left to play in the fourth. Knocked away. Oh, Brooks with the steal.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Grizzlies.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Ja Morant.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible. Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Jackson for 3. Unable to get that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. The three from Bain. It's rebounded by Zubac. George against Bain. Here's Morris. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. It ends up being a fair. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again.
Thanks for coming.
Well, folks, that's going to do.
Morant in at the point. And for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the one spot. And Doris, the quickness both of these teams possess should make this an interesting game. We could see a lot of transition play.
Neither of these teams is going to be under duress of the shot clock. I am curious to find out which team not only plays quickly, but does so without turning it over. That maximizes their possession. That team, I think, has a real shot of winning this basketball game.
Edwards, that's good.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Morant with it. Russell's there. And Morant throws it down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Now here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Adams.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Jackson finds Brooks. To the paint. Out to Morant. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Russell. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Towns. Out to Russell. Over in the corner, Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Edwards got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Minnesota. Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Here's Towns following the score by Memphis. His three-pointers off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 6. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. And it's Memphis the other way. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Jackson from long range. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Here's McDaniels. Morant against Russell. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet. And that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Now here's Jackson. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Payne against Edwards. 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Brooks the pass to Payne. Over Edwards. Payne, no good. The Timberwolves trail. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Morant with some nice D. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. From deep. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Continuing to gain trust in that three-point shot. Each trade that Ja makes builds his confidence.
Now, here is Russell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Gobert, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Morant reaches to Brooks. And a wide-open look for Payne. That 3 off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 3. It's Russell with the drive. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Jackson down low. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Memphis out in front, up by 5. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
So on the floor for Memphis, the wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1. And they double up Russell. Towns wide open. Good. It's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one. Memphis leading.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Here's Bain. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. McDaniels passes to Gobert. It's good. This game is all even. Gobert's got 6 points. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Both free throws good from Morant.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
And they'll keep possession. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And so here's Memphis. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Out to Brooks. Pass to Bain. Lets it go with the 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Gobert the pass to Towns. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Morant kicks to Bain. 3-pointer, Brooks. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns with it. He's picked up by Morant. And Gobert throws it down.
Well, you can see Karl Anthony Towns now is beyond just looking for his own shot. He's understanding, let me make the guys around me feel good.
Outside for Jackson. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Morant scanning the floor. Out to Brooks. 6 to shoot. Driving the lane. Here's Adams and McDaniels with the block. Down low. Stolen by Brooks. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Feeds to Morant. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the half.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The Grizzlies with another miss.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Edwards finds Gobert and finished off by Gobert.
If he's that close to the cup, Rudy Gobert knows how to finish.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
And your first and the new
Memphis has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Morant outside. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. Jackson drives in, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And a guy who can drive and finish with either hand. Jackson's tough to stop once he gets going downhill.
Jackson against Towns. Gobert with a screen for Towns. Dishes it to Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Gobert's got the lead up to 5 now for Minnesota.
Well, the addition of the upper body strength, it's turned Rudy Gobert from role player to all NBA. Go ahead and absorb it, Rudy.
Now Morant. 9 points in the game so far. Payne for 3.
Boy, when he is contesting shots, you see the...
Thanks so much, David. And
The Grizzlies, 19.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
They've got Anderson. He's out there with Torian. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch.
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if the coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
The first free throw is good. And Williams drops them both. Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's McLaughlin. It's Clark with the rebound. Williams against Anderson. Williams dishes to Clark. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
So he comes up empty at the line. Minnesota's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Noel passes to Reed, and it's good. 2 points. Reed's got his first bucket in this one.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Outside Williams. Picked his pocket. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Clark, and Clark slams it in.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Here's McLaughlin. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Green against Prince. Anderson outside. 4 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Jones, the pass to Concha. Beyond the arc. It's good from long range. Conchar's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Anderson against Williams. And Anderson kicks to Prince. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And it's Williams with the ball for the Grizzlies. And there's the pass to Clark. Prince outside. Anderson up top. And finished off by Anderson.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
2 on the clock. There's Green with the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Anderson passes to Prince. Anderson against Williams. Kicks it out to Prince. No good with the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Stolen by Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Defended by Jones. The kick out to Anderson for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Anderson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Outside Williams. Reed with the block. Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Green. Here's Reed. He gets it in there. And now it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
There's a minute left in the third. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Concha. To halt the run. Unable to get that one. Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's McLaughlin. Anderson against Williams. Anderson in the post. Lays it up and banks it in. Anderson's got 9.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to Jones. 5 on the clock. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Williams is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Green. And it's Conchar into the shooting guard. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Russell passes to Gobert. Second chance shot. Out to Edwards. Nailed from three-point land. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
On the wing, Bain. He feeds it to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
So many NBA players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. On the wing, Jackson, defended by Towns. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And here's a guy that's not in coast mode. Jackson's going to give it all he has every minute he's on the floor. That's how he earns the and one.
Minnesota calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Outside Edwards. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Towns kicks to Russell. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Russell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
In catch-and-shoot situations, you've got to be balanced and in control. Mr. Russell, well done.
Jackson in the corner. Out to Morant. It's stolen by Edwards. Going inside. Goes up with it. Bank shot. No good. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Drive by Adams. To the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And Towns throws it down.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Russell against Morant. In the corner, it's Bain. Kicks it to Adams. Towns with the steal. And here is McDaniel. Edwards can't hit. 1:43 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Deflects the pass. Adams with it. Now defended by Gobert. From past the arc. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell's running.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Timberwolves.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Karl Anthony Towns.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Towns up top, guarded by Jackson. It's Edwards on the wing. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Morant with the steal. No good that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards kicks to Towns. Edwards dishes to Towns. Passes it to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And that's going to be a turnover. They call for 8 seconds. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the...
This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one. George, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Now Towns. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. McDaniels from long range. And no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's George, and George with the jam.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
George passes to Leonard. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
The Clippers have gone 1 for 3 so far. George with it. Towns covering. George, good.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. And the three-pointer goes.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Jackson outside. Out to Leonard. Launches a three. The shot misses. And Minnesota will come the other way. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Russell to pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
But when you're super creative like D'Angelo is, playing in the pick and roll becomes a really fun game within the game.
Here's George. The shot that time not on target. Good D by Gobert. Edwards against Leonard. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Defensive foul.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
NBA, with all of that experience, is able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
George passes to Jackson. Towns against Morris. Kicks it to George. Over Edwards. And the Clippers miss again. And here's Minnesota now. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Outside for Russell. Outside McDaniels. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now here's George. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. George has got 6.
No excuse for the defense to let Paul George, a guy that good at scoring the ball, get that close.
Edwards for 3. Offensive rebound. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Back to George. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in control with a 16-point advantage. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Well, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1. George against Edwards. Rebound Minnesota.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brent.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Here's Leonard, and the dunk by Leonard.
Leonard once again imposing his will.
Minnesota has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Russell with the ball, guarded now by Morris. Offensive board, Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
McDaniels against Jackson. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Leonard for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. And Edwards, here we go. Rejected by George.
Well, in terms of wing defenders, PG might be in the top 5 in the league.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Morris outside. George left side. 3-pointer. Counted. And it's Morris with the assist. George has got 9.
Just deadly from outside. PG getting some space. Does not hesitate there.
Pass to Towns. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Towns' 3-pointer is the lead. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brent?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
The Timberwolves have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And it's powered home by Towns.
A former #1 pick, Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
It's George with the drive. Good D by Gobert. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Pass to Towns. Outside for Russell. Takes a 3. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
So many plays are initiated from the pick and roll for Russell, and for very good reason. He's got as good a feel for that as you could hope for.
Out to Leonard. Looking to end the run. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. Russell to pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. Takes the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Morris outside. Jackson on the wing. Guarded by Russell. George finds Morris. Back to George. 5 on the clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Zubac's shot is off.
And they are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Zubac's inside. He's against Gobert. And And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Zubac. Leonard's gotten his second bucket of the game. Edwards against George. McDaniels inside. Pass to Towns. Top of the key. Yep, count it. Towns has got 10 points in the quarter.
From anywhere, Towns is just a threat. He's a potent scorer who will find his points.
George. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 42. The Clippers, 13.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
McDaniels inside. Batum pulls it in. And the Clippers have possession. Pass to Wall. Out to Powell. On the wing man. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The Clippers shooting poorly, just 30% so far. And Wall, here we go. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his third foul so far.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Towns against Covington. Back to Powell. Pass to Covington. Takes it inside, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. McLaughlin's shot is good.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Outside, Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Charity stripe shot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Nothing wrong with being physical, but that's just over the top.
Here's Powell. No good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Noel. Now here's Anderson. From the high post. And too long on the shot. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. The drive by Powell. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And Norman Powell, he is compact and powerful and able to take that hit.
That one falls for Powell.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Good on the shot.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Pass to man. And he jams it home with authority.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Minnesota's got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Here's McLaughlin to the left side wing. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Noel. Powell covers. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Los Angeles ball.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Wall, and the layup falls.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's McLaughlin, Wall covering. The 3-ball. Noel, no good. The Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Batum. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. There's 18 seconds left in the third. And for Minnesota, they're shooting at a fantastic 68% from the floor. Here's Noel. Powell covers. Deflected!
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
And so it's Minnesota ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for the Clippers, Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Batum in at the center position. Morris against Towns. Here's Leonard. And stolen by Edwards. And the Timberwolves with possession. Pass to Towns. Here's Gobert. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Morris on the wing. George outside. Looking to get back on track. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside McDaniels. Russell to pass to Gobert. Fires from deep. And they recover it. Back to Russell. Pass to Edwards. That's tipped. Oh, George with a steal. Up top, Zubats. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Russell up top, wide open look. It's rebounded by Zubats.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Morris outside. The 3 is up. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 7 tonight. Gobert passes to Edwards. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Towns down low, guarded by Morris. Count it.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Nice shot by George.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Pass to Towns, to the inside. Here's Gobert. Nice move. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter.
You have to love what Gobert is doing on the offensive end so far. Staying active and finding lots of ways to contribute.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And George launches it from deep. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Edwards. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Clock at 6. Releases. It's rebounded by George.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Timberwolves.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Karl Anthony Towns.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Jackson with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Leonard for 3. That shot is off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Back to Daniels. Pass to Russell. McDaniels up top. Tipped to the middle. Towns for 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
Pass to Russell, to the wing, right side. And here's Edwards. George defending. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team.
bringing you the NBA. Now, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Clock is at 3, and here's Leonard from 3. That shot off the mark. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Morant outside. Pass to Adams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
And here's Jackson. Outside, George. High post try. Brooks grabs the board.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Morant passes to Bain. Back to Brooks. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Here's Morant. There's the drive, and then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
George against Bain. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Inside. Out to Brooks. Memphis moving it around. There's Jackson with the 3. Wow, came this. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play
Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands. It was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Green's checked in. He's off on the second.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3.
A 3 from Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
They kick it out to Green. Back to Bain.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Outside, Green. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. Goes back up. Outside, Green. Pass to Jackson. They shoot again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Great use of the pump fake, the best move in basketball. So much untapped potential with Jaren Jackson.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Both free throws good from Jackson. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Morris finds George. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. The drive by Bane. Back to Morant. On the wing, Bane. From deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. And so here are the Clippers. It's a three-point game. Jackson looking it over. There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now the pass to George. Just 5 on the clock. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Jackson against Morant. At the elbow, Green. On the wing, Bane. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Adams. Outside for Jackson. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. With the clock winding down. Rebound by the Clippers.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. You got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
It's no secret that Kawhi has focused on improving his passing. Great look there.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front.
The Grizzlies
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. George with no one around. And it's George again missing. Memphis leading. Now Morant. He has 5. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Rebounded by Jackson.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
And it's George finishing it off.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Green kicks to Morant. Right side, Green. Poke loose. Stolen by Zubac. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Zubats. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Reggie Jackson.
Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Jackson. Three-pointer. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Want to impress scouts? Stand 6'11" and hit the 3 with consistency. Jackson has such a bright future.
Pass to Zubats. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant surveying the D. Kick out to Adams. Passes to Bain. The 3. Adams trying to free himself up. Bain, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Back to George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis, the Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Morant outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Pass to Morris. Now Zubats. Jackson comes over with the double. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless. But they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Leonard finds George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Into the lane. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Morant outside. Down low, here's Green. Back to Morant. Bain kicks to Morant. Driving in, and then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats a Zubac.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Morant with it. 9 points in the game so far. Now, here's Bain. Back to Morant. Shoots the 3.
Tremendous defense. Reggie has the...
Thank you, David. And
The Grizzlies, 18. The Clippers, 21.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
Clark is out there with Williams. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Conchar in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Wall's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Brooks, the pass to Conchar. Out left to the wing. On the wing, Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Memphis, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Ball against Jones. The pass to Mann. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. Fades and shoots. Count it. Batum's got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles. And for Memphis, they're shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here.
You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
Pass to Concho. The drive by Brooks. Kicks it out to Jones. And he hits it to tie the game up.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
And with Batum, his versatility has earned him a lot of minutes over his career.
Kevin, reason why? When you got a guy who can guard a wing and get you points in the paint, that'll always get you some floor time.
They double him with one. Batum with the steal. Covington wide open. He fires. Conchar pulls it in. Jones kicks to Williams. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Covington dishes the wall. Pass to Mann. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Pass to Conchar. Shot clock at 6. And another miss by Memphis. The Clippers in the lead. Kicks it out to Covington. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Wall looking for an opening. Powell, the pass to Covington. Over Williams. Covington's shot is off. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Wall with the steal. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And at the top of the key, Batum. 1:19 left here in the third quarter. The jump hook and the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before 2nd violation. .110 left in the third. Jones from outside. Drills it from outside. Jones has got a pair of threes now here in the third for Memphis.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
The pass to Mann. For 3, Covington knocks down the 3-ball. Covington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Quick attack by Covington, not giving the defense a chance to get all over him.
The kick out to Williams. Conchar, the pass to Williams. Clark inside. Batum's there. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. So it'll be Brandon Clark shooting. It's on Nicholas Batum. Clippers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And here is Powell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. At the elbow, Batum. This one for 3. It's Clark with the rebound. Here's Williams. He got it up, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Grizzlies lead.
Please give a big round of applause.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with a pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at small forward. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He told his guys, tempo, more tempo. You've got to be quicker into transition. Push the ball. Let's get some opportunities before their defense can set up. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David.
That's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
He wanted to get his team to lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
Now Morant. Outside, Bain. Stolen by George. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard's got the ball. Jackson dishes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Out to Morris. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
Williams, he's checked in for Brooks. So it's the Grizzlies now. Morant with it. Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. He kicks to Adams. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Adams, the pass to Jackson. Launches it. The shot comes out, and the Clippers will go the other way with it. To the inside, and it's George finishing it off.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
Morant passes to Bain, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Here's George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 8 rebounds in this game. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Bain against George. Morant outside. 4 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Adams. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. George looking around. Morris outside. And he drives in. Back to George. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Memphis ball.
The Grizzlies shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Morant passes to Adams. Jackson finds Adams. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Outside Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Pass to Williams. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Kicks to Adams. On the wing, Bain to take the lead. Traps in the tray. Bain's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Williams against Leonard. Back to Jackson. 5 to shoot. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Outside for George. Jackson trying to break free. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Passes to Jackson. There's the dish to Williams. Morant against Jackson. Yes!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Pass to Leonard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. 32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Memphis with it. 3-point lead. Outside, Bain. Clock at 6. Shoots. Excellent D there from George.
And it's all about the three right here.
And they're looking to tie it up. Live to play another period. We'll see what they run right here.
And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
Second team foul.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Outside Russell. No good with the triple. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Pass to McDaniels. And stolen by Bain. Brooks outside. And here's Bain. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And no good to start tonight, missing his first attempt there. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Now here's Edwards. Stolen by Bain. The drive by Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And stolen by Morant. Here's Brooks. Adams up top. The 3 from Bain. McDaniels with the rebound. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Oh, stolen by Morant. And here's the fast break. Brooks with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Outside Morant. Jackson, left side.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First team foul.
The first one falls.
Jaren Jackson Jr. 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
Pass to Bain. Now Brooks. 6 to shoot. Here's Jackson. The 3 is up. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Outside Edwards. 1:52 left in the opening quarter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Steven Adams. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Here's Morant. It's no good on the shot. Some solid defense from Russell. A minute and a half left in the first. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Morant, pass to Bain. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Outside for Brooks. Lets the three fly. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards with it. Pass to Towns. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Payne, pass to Jackson. And stolen by Edwards. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Drives to the hoop. Here's Towns. Knocks it loose.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Second team foul.
And the free throw, no good.
At the line for Memphis, Desmond Bain. One shot.
Memphis is gone 1 of 4 from deep.
I got him.
Now here's Morant. Outside Bain. Releases. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops. They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. So many incredible players, Clark. What elite talent really takes your breath away? Is it passing or shooting, handles, or maybe those high-flying dunkers?
Yeah, for me, I think it's seeing the game, and that goes back to passing. Being able to see a player so ahead, that really excites me because not many players can do that. Scoring, you got a bunch of guys that can do that. Athleticism is actually 13 to a dozen in today's NBA. So I like the vision and passing as the skill that most excites me.
Russell finds Gobert, and the shot goes. Gobert's got 6.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Outside for Brooks. There's the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
An active finisher around the basket. Jackson showed great timing on the putback.
Towns on a screen. And here's Edwards outside. No good there. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Clock is at 3. Here's Morant. And he drives in. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Bain. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up. Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Pass to Bain. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. He's got 5.
Dynamic. Every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
Russell finds Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Russell with the ball. Back to Daniels. This one for 3. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Brooks outside. Pass to Bain. Outside for Morant. Edwards against Morant. And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Up top, Morant, guarded by Russell. Stolen by Russell. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Timberwolves.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me. Not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Russell, that's good.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Here's Morant. That one a little long. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Jackson on the wing. And Jackson gets double teamed. And here's Morant outside. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. McDaniels with it, guarded by Morant. And Morant clears the board. Timeout called. Memphis.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
For Memphis, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Russell against Brooks. And he goes in for the dunk.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Nicked by Gobert. Russell to pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. McDaniels inside. Brooks defending. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Pass to Bain. Morant with it. With 2 seconds left. And he lays it in. Morant's got his 2nd basket.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
And the first half comes.
The Timberwolves 18.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, he really outdid himself in that first half. Stepped up and gave them a big lift.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. We've got Jordan McLaughlin. Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Reed in at the center position. Minnesota in the lead. To the paint. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Reed's got his first points of the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And another miss by Memphis.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
The free throw drops for Anderson. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting around 50% of the game so far. Here's Noel. Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Clark covers. And it's blocked by Clark. To the middle. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there. When you take a look at the former second-round pick, Danny Green, he's done a really nice job carving out a lengthy career in the league.
Here's Prince. That three's off the mark. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. To the inside. Here's Williams. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And for years, Green has proven he can be counted on. He's a key piece on some title teams.
Yeah, he's got multiple championship rings to vouch for that, to speak to that. I mean, he's the definition of a 3-and-D swingman. Actually may have been one of the guys that were looked at in creating that definition if you go back several years. He's provided lockdown defense wherever he's been and timely shot making too.
Here's McLaughlin. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside, Williams for the lead. Nails it from 3. Williams has got 6 here in the quarter.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Reed to screen on Jones. Out to the right wing. Pass to McLaughlin. Now Reed to stop the run. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. You know, Nas Reed initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, BA, that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Nas Reed an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reed did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Pass to Conchar. Outside for Green. Outside, Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one is off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Anderson inside, working on Williams. Anderson passes to Reed. Back to Anderson. Grizzlies with the rebound. Clark's got 4 rebounds now. Memphis has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third.
Minnesota foul. Jamie Miller. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Conchar. Off target from 3-point range. The Timberwolves trail. Anderson passes to Reed and stolen by Clark. Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. Here's Williams. And the layup is good off the glass. Williams has got 8.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
1 minute left to play in the third. Here's McLaughlin. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Inside, Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
They give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Pass to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Anderson finds Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And here's Jones. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Shot clock at 2. Prince grabs the miss. Here's Noel over Green. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Grizzlies out in front. They lead. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain is the 2 with Williams playing the 3. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Driving to the basket. And then Morant with the jam.
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Grizzlies.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
Jackson outside. Outside, Williams. Here he goes. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. And here's Edwards outside. Goes back up. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
Memphis leading. Now Morant. Outside, Williams. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He stressed the need to protect the ball. He said, quote, "Turnovers are killing us. We can't keep giving away possessions." It's a great way to agitate a coach. Let's send it back to the broadcast table now.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And then Morant with the jam.
I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. Pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. And a foul. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First one falls for him. And so Jackson nails both of them. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Outside McDaniels, out to the right wing. Towns against Jackson. Towns passes to McDaniels. Towns with the ball. Pass to Russell. The 3. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Jackson outside. Here's Bain.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Out left to the wing. 4-3. And another miss by Memphis. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. And here's Edwards outside. Connects from downtown.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the fourth quarter. Payne against Edwards. And here's Morant outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the pivot.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line. Towns lets nothing stand in his way.
Now here's Morant. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Can you say prime-time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Gobert passes to Towns. Now Russell, pounded by Morant. And here's Edwards. Clock at 6. To tie it up. And Morant clears the board.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Williams. Up again. It's good on the putback. And it's a 5-point Grizzly lead.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
14 foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And it's critical Morant steps up in the important points in the game. This is his time to shine.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're losing by 4. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, guys, what's your take?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
And so the big win by Memphis in a tight